microphone, audio. There we go. Let me turn that up a tiny bit. There we go. Oh, almost too much. Okay. All right. Picking up from last time. You. Let me remember now. Where is my events? There it is. Went to the Ridge Camp. Met the Rhino. Asked you guys, hey, if you can help find the Zentesian camps, so that way she can slaughter them, that'd be super. You guys left. They got a tip about a group of ghouls or undead that were attacking caravans and stuff down by the lake. And they kind of lost track of them down by the lake. You went to investigate, found a couple of wagons, a whole bunch of tracks, and a few ghasts attacked you. Dealt with them. Oh, so you guys should be here. There we go. Yeah, that's where you should be at. Group. Oh, I see what's wrong with my layout. All right. After dealing with the ghasts, you had a visitor. And that's kind of where we ended. If I can get him back up. What the frack am I doing? There we go. My layout was all wonky. Fix it. Because we ended at the dead tree. And I need to turn that down. There we go. Bring that down above 50. You dealt with the ghasts that were attacking you, and this guy came out of the tree. Without the magic blood stuff above him, but came out very confused, apologetic, concerned. Please don't kill me, kind of thing. Oh, let me get here. Dead tree. There we go.
Look very apologetic in that picture, though, I gotta say.
Looks kind of pissed.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, he'll come out of this tree, and you'll see him kind of like just almost like fingers kind of wrap around the tree, and he pulls his head out. Please don't hurt. Don't hurt me. I don't mean violence. And he'll kind of see the ghasts dead on the ground. Oh, Timothy. Oh, I'm sorry for their actions. It's been several days since we had any fresh meat.
And I'll look over at Crowley and say, you're not the only one, I guess.
Just kind of see him disgusted.
Mm-hmm.
He's just kind of like trying to compose himself and talk to this embarrassment. Yes. That's been fairly obvious. Anyway. Alright.
And it's like as he's still just he's approaching slowly and like very cautiously, keeping his hands visible, that kind of thing. I'm Yothruk. You can call me Yothruk. No, that one was Timothy.
Yes, I don't care about Timothy. Anyway, Yothruk. And I'm Alistair. I don't know. God damn it! I fucking. Anyway, Crowley Crafwell. Let the fucking.
You're the one who
The
picked
names
that
are
name.
swapped
Your
up.
name. Yep.
Yeah, Crowley Crafwell. We're here on official business from the Ghost King.
What? And like at the mention of Ghost Kings, he'll kind of like start looking around. What business? Whatever it was, we didn't do it. It was
The Ghost King does not care.
rumors. Oh, but you said.
Well, we're here, and he just kind of like does a finger kind of twirl like around the area, like we're here. Just checking the area, seeing what's going on around here before your hungry friends decided to embarrass themselves.
Well, like I said, we've been on the run. Very hungry. It's been at least a week.
That is pretty unpleasant.
And he'll kind of nod vigorously in agreement. Yeah.
Could use some information. Now, clearly you haven't directly encountered them, or, well, you would be a bit more full. But have you seen some, members of Mwangi tribe that have been in the area? They're, supposed to be somewhere around here. We've been looking for. We need to clear them out.
Fresh? You mean quick?
Yes.
No. And even if I did, and he'll kind of motion back to the tree. I'm watching so many that any group wouldn't last long if they got scent of meat.
Well, it's not very useful, but if you are hungry, which out of character, we were planning on kind of just sending them over to the northwest.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we have encountered some other meat. If you have numbers to deal with that.
Well, before Timothy and his friends were overzealous, there were about 24 of us. He's not kidding either.
I'm not sure that 24 is going to be enough.
Yeah, Crowley doesn't care. Just
With those numbers, you may need to choose your timing. Let's just say it is a large encampment, but who knows who might stray.
It's also like a day and a half, 2 days away.
Yeah.
they can't starve to death.
Yeah.
Right, but
If
they
you
might.
don't- yeah.
I was gonna say it might be more feral by then.
Yeah. If you don't mind me asking, what are you doing here?
we're hiding. Many of us there was many of us are outsiders, ostracized, accused of attacks and assaults on quick in the cities. You know, it's highly illegal to attack Quicks unprovoked.
Hmm.
And that's what the markets are for.
Well, if you're not here for us, then and he'll kind of like look over to the carts. You can have the carts if you just forget we were here.
What if we can offer you a path to redemption?
Well, I'm, I'm listening.
Take those in your care and deal with the encampment to the northwest. You'll be able to see them. They're invaders from the south. Deal with them, and we can see to it that the Bloodlords understand. You are no outlaws. You are patriots in service of Geb.
Give me a diplomacy check.
Uh-huh.
I, 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 I don't know if I can manage to get them that far. The ones inside, they're, it's everything I can to keep their senses. Like I said, they're all on the verge of starvation.
I'm gonna pull the others over and say, what if we have them wait until we encounter the other group and then bring them meat, as it were, from that encounter to get them on their way? Certainly at full strength, they'd be much more useful.
Rodolph is going to shake his head.
Okay.
They are going to be the shock troops that create the opening for the Zentesians to attack.
What if we scout for the second group, who are presumably closer, and set them there and then to the northwest?
We have a way for the Zentesians to attack. They need a distraction in order to exploit it fully. That's where the ghouls come
Okay.
in.
I had forgotten that that was the plan. Okay.
Like,
So
while you
the
guys, go ahead.
just so I'm understanding this, the idea is to send the ghouls, have them create a distraction to talk the other group into then following up with their own attack, hopefully everybody annihilating everybody, and we're done. Is that the idea?
Yeah, essentially.
Okay.
Like,
Okay.
I personally don't expect either the ghouls or the Zentesians to make it out of that camp alive, but they will certainly bloody that camp up pretty good. And once the Zentesians are gone, if we can take Rhino at her word, they're going to leave anyway. So
Okay.
this way we get to
Yeah.
fuck up everybody.
Okay. I had forgotten that we were gonna send the Centesians as well. So okay. Okay. Yeah. Then we should just send these guys off. Is there anything we have that we can um sort of strengthen them a little bit? I'm just afraid they're gonna lose too many between here and there, but we don't really have anything, so
Hmm. we have rations, and that's about all we can give them to tide them over.
And would they even want that?
If they're as hungry as it sounds, anything's better than nothing. But
Yeah, essentially, he's just basically like the three
Oh,
ghouls or
you
the
know
three
what?
ghast you kill outside, and him are the only ones maintaining their senses, essentially.
Yeah, if we give them our rations, weren't there more rations at that other hilltop camp?
Mm-hmm. And enough for I think like 2 weeks.
Yeah, so we could give them ours and then grab the other stuff from the other camp for our own needs.
yeah, I think so.
Okay.
It's about 11 miles away, straight line. So they're pack. Get everything up, get back. You're looking at a hard day's march. But yeah,
Yeah. Maybe we can scam some stuff from the other folks. No, oh, poor pathetic us. Our supplies were stolen, something, something. We can figure out something. I just want to make sure that enough of these guys make it to the
Mhm.
camp to make an impact.
I need to
Yeah,
see something
they
here.
only need enough um for that day or so to get across the way. Where did my rations go?
Is that for me to make a perception check or you're doing one on me?
I'm doing one for everyone.
Oh, okay.
I forgot how high Roger's perception is. He rolled a 4 and got a 22.
Oh, Jesus.
Good lord.
Yeah.
Why do I have a perception check up here?
Because I did one for the whole group.
'Cause he did one for everyone.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. I just only see mine and then heard
Mhm.
the mention of Rogers, and I'm like, what?
Huh? Yeah, we each saw our own.
Oh, did you actually see the score on it? Or the roll or whatever it was?
No, no. I
Oh,
saw
just
no,
that
it's
the
just got a
roll
dash. It just has
happened,
my
but
name next
not
to it.
what the roll
Oh, okay.
was.
Yeah. Okay. So let's see. That's that way. Crowley and Kana, while you guys are all, while everyone's kind of sitting here talking, you will notice, because I think we mentioned that this dead tree is kind of, it's not like directly up against a lake, but it is near a lake. You can kind of just make out, just across the lake. I'll put you guys back on the Field of Maidens map. Say, let's see, over here, you can make out the opening of that salt mine camp. Crowley, you can actually see it's a ways off, so it's tough to really get too much detail. Because it's, how far is that? Like 5-6 miles. You can see movement over there. It looks humanoid. It's not bestial. It's probably not statues. There's too much color in with it.
Hmm.
That's all.
Okay. Can we see? We just see movement, you said, right? Like we can't tell a
Yeah.
direction they're moving in or any of that.
It's very much like the ridge camp, where it's just kind of movement around where the camp is at. It's like you can see there's movement in and around that mine entrance. Kana, you can probably see like there might be like a little wisp of smoke or something. Crowley's got
Okay.
sharp enough vision, like he's able to just make out humanoid movement.
Okay. So I'll mention that quietly to the rest of the group that maybe we should wrap this up so that we can get there. Because if they're on the move, then, well, I don't know which is the best way for us to meet them, but we certainly want to talk to them first. So
Real quick, above table, does anybody have rations in their inventory?
I don't think we've been tracking them particularly.
I thought we
Check
had, but
your backpack.
Is
Pretty
it
sure I
in
have
the
rations.
container?
Yeah. Check inside your backpack. I put most of them in there.
yeah, I'm looking in there. I don't see any in mine, and I thought I had some.
Yeah, you don't. I thought you did too.
Yeah, I thought we did too, but well, I don't remember whether we did or not, honestly.
There have been times where we've handed off rations to
Yeah.
other people, so maybe we just
I
deleted them.
I know I had some, and I know I haven't eaten them. I haven't
Well,
looked
you
for 'em.
have some now, Rudolph.
Hooray!
I generally don't track them unless you guys are like. Well, I guess technically I should be tracking them for this because you guys are in a fucking desert. But
Yeah, I think we had talked about it when we found the other rations at the pillager camp.
yeah, that's
And then
what
I
it
don't
was.
know if we actually did anything about it.
Yeah, mainly I just wanted to be sure that we actually had some before I started promising rations that we didn't have.
Yeah, you guys have rations.
Yeah. So
Yeah, it looks like everyone but Rudolph had some.
yeah, so I would give them like all but 1 day's worth so that we have at least enough to get back to that other
Mhm.
camp or close to it.
I think my pack got fucked up en route somewhere, and that's why I
Oh.
didn't have any.
Yeah, maybe.
Okay. That dilemma has been solved. So
Yay.
let's see. They got a couple dozen in there.
So maybe even if they have a couple dozen people, if we give them, like 2 rations each or whatever, like
Yeah, I think that might serve. Because we're not looking to sustain them long term. We just need to get them from point A to point B.
right.
So Rodolph will put that suggestion forward to the rest of the group, and everybody put in 2 days worth into the pot. And if nobody has any objections to it, he will tell Yuthruk, we'll see to it that those in your care have enough to feed on in order to make the journey, so that they may feast more properly.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you. And he's gonna oh, and he's gonna go over to one of these carts and he's gonna like open up the back of this wagon and just like start dragging this chest out, and it's gonna hit the ground, and flips it open. Here, for you, for helping us.
Ooh, goodies.
Rodolph will walk over and open the chest if he is able.
Oh yeah, it's unlocked. Let me throw this in here. You just find a bunch of various coins, jewels, textiles, worth about 200 gold.
Sweet.
You'll find basically like some regular old supplies for quick. There's some stale rations in there, but it's mostly kind of like what is it? Almost like the Lord of the Rings, like lambus bread kind of thing.
Oh, okay.
It's like stuff that like, yeah, they can eat it. It's not gonna really sustain them, kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
And
I
you're
mean,
also
I
gonna
can-
let's see.
Sorry, go ahead.
You're also gonna find this. Let me see if I can find an image of one. It is definitely an unusual weapon. It's called a Tekokagi. Basically think anime ninja Wolverine claws.
Hell yeah. Let's use some occultism to see if I can identify that.
So for these, identify. These are what's called a skeletal claw. It's a +1 striking weapon. It kind of looks like a clawed skeletal hand that fits over your own. Embroidered in the back of the bony hand is an onyx gem held in place with like silver chains. When the claw tears into a living creature, the gem will actually pulse with negative energy. It deals an extra D4 persistent void damage to living creatures. D10 persistent on critical hit.
Mm.
Also, once per day, you can summon an undead creature that has skeletal structure. It has 10 temp HP, lasts for a minute.
That's pretty sick.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
As long as that undead creature has any temp HP left, the hand or the claw does not deal extra negative damage. But still, that's in the party sheet. I'll just do this. Beep.
Okay.
It's agile, disarm, finesse, parry, trip.
Wow.
Yeah, that means
Almost enough to make me want it.
that means your multiple attack penalties are reduced to -4, -8. If you want to disarm somebody, normally you need a free hand. You can use this weapon to do it instead of having a free hand. It's finesse, so you can use your dex modifier instead of your strength. That means like if Savath were to use it, he could also use his dex on his damage, I think, because yours is for finesse weapons, right?
I don't know. Skip, you feel like getting up in it?
I mean, I get up in it from time to time. So I mean, this sounds like something that I would definitely use if I mean, I use my star knife just for the ability to kind of
The range.
stock away from getting damaged immediately, but like I still get up in there with the rapier. So yeah, I would use it.
Like this disarm, you can use this weapon to try to trip somebody. And the fun part, this has the parry trait. So normally you can raise a shield and get +2 AC. This thing has parry. You can do something similar. You spend a single action, you get +1 AC.
I like that.
Oh yeah. It takes an action to do it, but it's one of those like if you don't know what to do with your third action, parry.
I mean, yeah, I'll use it. If nobody else wants it, I will use it.
Hell yeah.
Excellent.
Got the pre-adamantine Wolverine claw.
Yeah, kind of, yeah.
Yeah, I had the brief thought
Bony
of
claws.
having Rodolph use it just to further the image of the tiny cat man, but also if I get in melee, I'll get steamrolled. So
Yeah,
I was gonna
yeah.
say, like, I could see you using it, but that's probably a bad idea.
I will get to use it once.
It would look so cool.
Let's see. Damage wise, it's 2d. For Savath, it's 2d6 plus or 2d4 plus 6 plus 1. Why is it
And
plus
if
1?
I crit, I get a 1d10 persistent void damage.
If it's against a living person.
Yeah, so
Yeah, which isn't very often that we have that right now, but
Yeah.
still cool.
Why do you have?
Yeah,
plus
thanks to our
1?
Southwest Intelligence.
yeah.
Yeah.
Man, that's wild. Getting 26 damage off a 2d4.
Uh huh.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, even yeah, your first one is just yeah. Well, it's because the crit doubles it all, but yeah, it's still yeah.
I just remember when I first started playing D&D when I was in 6th grade, I played a cleric with darts and daggers, and all my stuff was D4 damage, and like the maximum I ever got was like 7.
Yeah.
hmm
But see, now also you're at a weird spot, Savath, because your rapier is I think is that D6 or D8? D6s. Your star knife's D4s. Your claws are D4s. You can only use 2 weapons at a time. I mean, you can swap back and forth between them, but
Yeah, but then you have to like drop and pick up and
yeah, you basically have to spend
it-
like an action to change weapons, kind of thing.
Yeah, which I'm okay with because like
Yeah.
I'm probably, as long as we're not fighting anything that's living, I'll probably just stick with the 2, right? And then if
Mhm.
we do get into something that's quick, then I could swap the star knife over to the claw
Mhm.
and be able to and get the void damage out of it, you know.
Yep.
So like it's definitely going to get used. It's just going to be is the opportunity correct?
Yeah. Thankfully, the ridge camp is all quick. You guys haven't been to the salt mines yet, so you're not sure, but it's a reasonable assumption. But yeah, he gives you a bunch of that stuff. So you guys also have a pile of basically traveling supplies that he swiped from somewhere.
Yeah, so it seems like we'll basically be able to replace the rations we give him and
Mhm.
get more stuff besides.
yeah, and it's not like Crowley needs rations, so I think we're good.
He doesn't
Yeah, he's
need
just gonna
rations.
be pissed.
He's got Meals on Wheels. I mean, why do you think he lets why do you think he lets I forgot Nick's character. Rodolph. He lets Rodolph go with you guys. Yeah, you know. It's like Uber Eats. Oh god, imagine Uber Eats in an undead camp. It's just a taxi. Where are you going?
you
I
just-
don't care. Yeah.
Uber Eats, you call it, yeah. When the dude gets there, it's like, yeah, it didn't give me a package to deliver. And it's like, oh, don't worry, you delivered.
Come inside. We can work something out.
All right. So, yeah, he'll give you that stuff. Yeah. He's not going to go after the ridge camp for you guys, only because like he's got to try to keep all these ghasts essentially contained. Let me see. What's this? Ghast Warren. I'll put you guys on this page. There you go. This way you can kind of see just how much he's holding all of these guys back underground. Essentially, in and out of that tree is the only way in and out.
And is this their standard base? Like, this is just like a nest that they've made to hide out?
Mm-hmm. Pretty much.
Hmm.
I'll do this. Let me do this. Because
The
it
guy
doesn't
that-
give
the guy that pops
justice.
out at the top is the Lorax. He speaks for the dead tree.
All of these
Yeah.
guys
Yeah.
Yeah.
Blah. I jump behind Crowley.
That's why he's not going away from this tree.
Ah.
Meta-wise,
Yeah,
you've
that's
seen
cool.
how powerful he is by himself. If he can get people in a narrow corridor, he can kind of lock them all out.
I still liked my internal theory that he is the Lorax.
Yeah, I think it's good.
Okay. Where to?
Okay.
Towards the salt mine?
Yeah. And as we're moving that way, as once the ghouls are safely out of earshot, or the ghoul, I suppose,
Mhm.
Rodolph will mention to the others, we can still make this work. If we cannot get those ghasts to attack the ridge camp, we can just tell the rhino that the Zentesians are beneath that tree. They'll charge underground, and the nest will swarm them. And then we can have the Zentesians move in, try to clean up. Probably be slaughtered in turn, but that's not our problem.
Hmm. Just for above the table, had
Mhm.
they left already, or
The
they
ghasts
were
aren't leaving.
No.
okay?
The ghasts aren't
Gotcha.
going to leave just yet. He's got to basically maintain.
He's got to feed them up, and okay,
Yeah. It's
Oh,
going to
so
yeah,
take.
they are intending to go. It's just they got to feed first.
If they can get some fresh meat to satiate them, he can absolutely go to the ridge camp with you guys.
okay, but
But
the
it's, yeah.
but
He
the
needs.
supplies we gave him weren't enough to get them to actually move.
Right. It's enough that
Mm,
obviously none of them are going to starve to death. They're not going to turn to cannibalism, anything like that. But you're dealing with ghouls and ghasts here. Like they need real meat, preferably something with a pulse.
hmm.
Let's get to the salt mine camp, see if we can get an estimate for
Mhm.
their numbers and strength. And depending on who seems like the bigger threat, we can direct um the other Mwangi group, whose name I forget, um at a target of our choosing.
Yeah, because the other thought is we might be able to get hmm, to get the ghouls to go after these salt mine folks, but and then that will get them amped up, and then they can go to the other camp. But that just seems, I feel like our original plan of sort of getting the two Mwangi groups to fight each other is probably the best.
Yeah.
But okay, well let's go see what we got.
Mhm.
So you're looking about 6.5, 7 miles. Round it off. Call it like 3 hours with everyone's speed. You're going to get there just a little bit before 10 o'clock or 10 p.m. Uh, even kind of staying in the dark, you guys very easily make out. There's light coming from inside of the salt mine from a distance. You can see light coming out. There's a couple of guards. stationed outside of it, but where the ridge camp, they very much um, took advantage of like a natural basin for walls. This group did kind of similar. Like they just used a natural salt mine, and seems like they've moved inside. Go do this. Activate. Allies, Archimedes, and Hamster.
Should we? Oh, does Crowley need some healing since he's not
Oh.
eating? Or
Oh,
does
Oh,
he...
it's also been 3
I have
hours,
a
so
gem.
Oh,
yeah.
okay, yeah. I was gonna say, or is Aeon Stone?
So you guys would have gained back what 180, something like that.
Yeah.
There we go.
The Aeon Stone makes it just cheating. It's great though. But it's also
Medicine's for when you're in a hurry.
yes,
Yeah.
If you're in the middle of the dungeon, medicine. If you're on the road, use the gem.
It basically gives a short rest healing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's you can make out there's a few guards outside, or just a couple of guards outside, but oh, let's see. Where are my notes? They're there. Salt mine camp. There is. It's in here somewhere. Yeah. I mean, do you guys want to wait until daybreak or approach in the dark or start an attack?
I don't think we're attacking.
Is this the part where all of us with dark vision yell out, "I have dark vision"?
The
Honestly,
one
I
or
can
two
never
of you,
remember whether I have dark vision. I think I just have low light.
you just have low light.
Yeah. It's just a
Um,
goblin and the ghoul. Oh god, super ghouls
Yep.
and goblins.
Yeah.
Ghouls and goblins. And poor Rodolph has nothing.
Oh wait, no, it's ghosts and goblins. Crap.
Yeah, it is ghosts and goblins. But ghouls and goblins, yeah, I like that better.
I'm thinking we just approach.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I think if we're trying to get them to act on our behalf, then being subtle but forthright is probably the way to go.
Yeah. Reasonable. Worked out last time.
Yeah.
Let me do this just in case. I don't think it. I hope combat won't kick off, but put you all on combat tracker. Rodolph, your disguise did wear off by now because I think it was like an hour.
Yeah.
So, as you're kind of approaching, the mine shaft itself does lead into this kind of darker, cool earth. You can see there's rusted tracks leading further in. They've got torchlights and such set up kind of along the walls. So there is still a bit of light coming out. It'll be one of those, like, as you approach, again, there's a couple of guards out front. These guys. Very similar clothing to the ridge camp. This is a lot more greens. They have a lot of green in their outfit.
Yeah, that's a snakeskin cape. That's pretty sick.
Oh, sure it is. Yeah,
That is some cool looking armor.
yeah.
I gotta say, I like their style better.
So, since I have the blinky teleport cloak
Mm-hmm.
and really high stealth, do we want me to like teleport past the guys up front and then Like, kind of like stealth around in here and see what we're getting into first, or
Oh, please do that.
Yeah, I don't think so.
that sounds like a terrible idea after you telling me to please do it.
I can't think of a better idea than for a sneaky goblin to teleport into a mine with an enemy camp.
Burn it all down.
Yep. No, if you're approaching openly, like they're not gonna attack you. Like they do kind of perk up a little bit in their guard. Who approaches? And you see they're kind of squinting into the dark. They don't seem to have dark vision.
Sucks to be them.
To be
Those
fair,
who would be friends against your enemy.
If I can find my token.
you guys should all be up here.
There we go. Rodolph is going to step forward where they can hopefully make something out on him.
I moved forward a little bit too.
A question: did you guys? So the other camp, they gave you like the green ribbon or badge or whatever it was.
We do not have that out in the open.
Okay,
Yeah, that's in my pocket.
wanted to make sure. Yeah. Okay.
Probably advisable.
Yeah. If you're going after a rival camp, probably. Yeah. And they'll be kind of hesitant and just like kind of looking you over, and they don't see any regalia. What purpose? What purpose do you have here?
We are representatives of the Ghost King, and we are here to drive out those you have been dealing with.
And you'll see
We
the
have
two
a
of them.
proposal for you.
The two of them kind of look to each other. You very well. Come with us. Lashili will need to speak with you. And as long as you guys go essentially peacefully, they will guide you in. I'm just going to grab the party token. There we go. Where is... There she is. Okay. We're taking a long trip.
Mm,
you'll
that's
see
a
us
So we're
little
riding in a
concerning.
minecart.
Yeah.
I love the spinning animation of
Oh,
everyone just
dang
getting
it.
sucked into the party token.
I just remembered that I can do a thing.
Yay, click and drag all the way back across the map.
Erp. I have auto routing, or I have a macro for auto routing built in,
Ooh,
so it can just. I don't have to like go each way. I can just go, and you're there.
nice.
Well, that's fun.
Yeah.
I just throw people through the walls.
Well, but then I gotta reveal the walls.
Ah. There's been a couple of times of, okay, you did not see that room.
That's part of the thing. Yeah. Like some of the walls, I'm fine with you seeing. Others, not so much. And then I'll drag that back out there. There we go. Bye, party token. It's especially great if you zoom out. You get to actually like watch it run the whole route.
Oh yeah.
So they will lead you all the way in here. And they will introduce you to Lashili. Where was it? Oh, yeah. Broken minecart teeters precariously on the edge of the precipice. Either side of the platform, there's wider tunnels. Oh, right when you first came in, you would have seen there's a big mine shaft that just goes down. You guys didn't get a major chance to kind of go investigate it, but it's up near the front. Inside, there's kind of a scattering of tents and mended carts, kind of populating different larger caverns. Torchlight scattered all over the place to give plenty of lighting. In the largest chamber, towards the back where you guys are at now, there's this petite figure dressed in like these rich silks and like gold bangled arms. It kind of sits cross-legged in front of this enormous carving depicting Desna battling Rovagug. Guard stands on.
What?
Desna is.
She's a goddess of something.
Yeah.
Dreams, luck, all that. She's oh, what's her name from D&D? I forget.
Yeah, Desna
Doesn't
is.
matter. I was just
Yeah,
trying
two
to hear the
deities.
name again.
Desna and Rovagug.
Desna
Rovagug
and
is essentially like the demon god of destruction. He's actually supposed to be imprisoned in the center of the planet, and he created Tarrasques.
What the fuck?
Yeah. I mean, yeah. Tarrasques are thought to be. I'm trying to remember now. It's
one of the spawns of Rovagug. There's a whole bunch of fucked up spawns of Rovagug that are all like basically like the Tarrasque.
Yeah, there's a whole bunch of kaiju, and they all come from Rovagug.
Cool.
And the Tarrasque Pathfinder is not something you can actually kill because it just comes back. I think it's got like regen 40 or something nuts like that. But yeah, she's standing in front of a big carving depicting a battle between these two. She has a guard on either side of her with hands on their long knives, and her hair is kind of braided with flowers and pulled back with decorative combs. It looks like she almost has like a white mark that spans her forehead and kind of around under her hair. Almost like a crown or a halo. And as you guys kind of enter this room, they'll take note, and one of these guards will kind of step forward a little bit. He looks young, maybe 19, 18, barely old enough to be an adult. And just announces in this almost musical voice, "You're in the presence of Lashilia Minda, sister of our Amwa Celeste of Zontija. You will show proper respect." I do have a picture of her. If I can find it.
Man, what happens when you like both sides?
I'll wait until you see her. Lashili. There it is.
Yeah, I like Desna. She's like the Coachella goddess.
Yeah, she's like dreams and butterflies and
That's Lashili, who you're looking at.
classy.
Now, much like the Ridgeline camp, this one's going to run the same way. There's kind of a social interaction thing going on. So you do have ranks. Just getting in here peacefully automatically puts you at rank 1. But the higher the rank, the more they respect you.
Ah, it's like reputation and WoW.
Mm-hmm.
And then just depending on how you interact with her and what skill checks you make, that reputation will either go up or down. So like if you do things that insult her or that she finds insulting, it goes down. If you do things she likes, it goes up. I will give you guys, just kind of coming in, this one chance for, it's a secret check, but it's a discovery. So it'll give you a chance to kind of think of like a recall knowledge. If you can pass it, you'll get tips on what skills she respects.
Okay.
Something tells me I did real bad on that
Oh,
roll.
yeah.
Let me see. In no particular order. Crowley, what's let's see. Crowley, one question. Do you want a skill, resistance, weakness? What do you want? That's kind of the three main things. It's like what skills will give you the best. It gives specific influence skills, and I can tell you like either the highest or the lowest DCs. Can't tell you the actual DC.
Skill.
Or what she likes or what she doesn't like. You want a skill?
Yeah, skill.
Don't care, or just high or low, or what do you want?
Low.
Lowest? I can scroll back down here. You're pretty sure, like, given the look of like the guards and everything else around here, pretty sure you could impress her with like displays of strength, physicality. Really show her who's boss, kind of thing.
Oh, Crowley's up again.
Savath.
Feel like I rolled low.
I was gonna say I don't know about that, but that's player knowledge, so we'll just
Yeah. Savath, same thing. One question.
Suplex the fancy lady.
Can you repeat my options again, please? I know it was skill, high, low, or
yeah, you could get like if you want to know a high or a low skill. If you want to know, essentially like, if I do this type of thing, will she like it or will she not like it? For like a role play type tip.
give me. I will take the "What is she like?" roleplay tip.
So you're kind of getting in here. Like you'll notice
I realize
there's
Roldolph's kind of our mouthpiece, but at the same time, I can share what I learned, right?
yeah. Oh yeah. And this is one of those like I'm assuming like kind of as you're walking in through the tunnels and everything, you're kind of like getting this opinion as you guys are walking in. It's like, okay, well, I noticed this. Crowley's like, man, there's a lot of yeah. Anyway, Savath, you're noticing like almost like little family shrines all are in like each of these little encampments and stuff like that. It's reasonable to guess, and even getting up here, I think she might be looking for something. Maybe in and amongst the statues. Like she seems to be looking for something specifically.
Okay.
Might be able to help her with
Cool.
that. I don't know if you're trying to be on the good side with her. I know it's kind of
I
vague, but
mean,
it's hard to say until we start
if the
role playing. It makes sense.
if the group itself is trying to be on her good side, then I will absolutely use it for that
Yeah.
type of thing.
Rolled off 2. You got a crit success.
I guess what are 2 things that would be highly respected for us to employ here?
One of them, same thing. Like you're noticing a lot of those same shrines. Uh, Once you get up here, like you probably notice like the shrine behind her. It almost looks like relatives, like a mom or a grandma kind of thing. She's got pictures or little statuettes of them behind her. If you make any type of deception or diplomacy checks, maybe dealing with those, the DC on those would actually be reduced by 1.
Okay.
Uh. And let's see. That's kind of her primary thing there. But I'll also let you know with that in general. Deception actually has the lowest DC of her skills. So if you do deception and manage to tie it into maybe like the relatives or whatever she's looking for, it'd be even lower still.
Okay.
Kana,
Mm-hmm.
1 question.
Um, what's her favorite fruit?
I feel like her favorite fruit is going to be something that is not overly messy.
Okay. So
Maybe
whatever it
pomegranate.
is, you don't have to come up with it, but I'm just gonna use my my focus spell that creates those healing fruit,
Mhm.
and I'm gonna make one and just give it to her.
Honestly, I know they stain, but
Like a
pomegranates,
pomegranate or
yeah,
something?
like a pomegranate with
Yeah.
a good spoon, and you can eat that really well and be nice and proper with it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, you very much get the sense like she's very much about trying to think what the right word is.
Propriety, like
Properness, yeah.
yeah, yeah,
Prim.
yeah. So it's mostly that it's a pretty fruit
Oh yeah.
and that, like maybe I'll say if you want, you can make this as an offering. Sadly, it will disintegrate if not eaten, but perhaps it will feed your ancestors, and I'll give it to her.
Okay. So getting into here and kind of getting here, seeing her, everything else. I'm told you have. I'm told you come on the orders of the Ghost King.
That's right. We tracked a fugitive here. And we've learned of the presence of interlopers. But our quarrel is not with you. Rather, those who you deem adversaries have attracted our attention and ire rather more. We've determined a way for us each to be rid of them.
Give me diplomacy.
Okay.
Oh, I can do this. There we go. There you
Do
go.
I have anything to help?
Oh, you
I'll
button.
cast
Okay.
guidance on him. Right? Is guidance the one that I want?
Oh.
Yes. Skill check. Yes. So he gets a +1.
I'll hero point that.
Okay.
You ho.
+1.
Well, you
And
get your hero
I'm
point
guessing
back.
that a 21 is not going to do it.
No,
Okay.
it's just a regular failure. But so on the influence mini game, failure is basically no change. So you have that going for you. Well, we do have adversaries here in the area as well. Although, I don't know whether or not. We have no reason to trust you. We don't distrust you, mind you. You came in willingly and went out without hostility, but nonetheless.
Trust that had we meant any real harm, that we did not see any difference between those interlopers here in the Field of Maidens. Well, I trust you are familiar with what the Ghost King did the last time there was an incursion here. We would take a different tack, and it would suit, in the eyes of my ancestors, that we work together. Are you familiar with the undead that have been roving nearby?
I am. We've lost some supplies to them. Hit one of our supply trains, group of wagons. Killed everyone and made off with the contents, essentially.
Your enemies are not aware of them, and I would suggest we make use of that.
I'm listening.
We have earned their confidence. We scouted their camp, spoken with their leader, and they have tasked us with locating you so that they might crush you. I propose we send them to the undead. Bloody them enough that you may finish the job.
I'm gonna say either deception or diplomacy, if depending if you're being legitimate or not.
I'm gonna go with deception, and I'm going to tack on to that.
You are familiar, more than familiar, with guerrilla tactics, taking down a larger opponent. I am more than familiar with such myself. My ancestors have practiced such for generations. It's how we have stayed alive in Geb. We have
Yeah.
analyzed this enemy, and this is the best chance either of us have of dealing with them.
Yeah, give me deception. Yeah.
Hero point.
Good idea. Yeah.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Hey!
Yo.
Flipped it. That will let you.
I just saw the first one. Like, for some reason, I didn't see your second roll. And I was like, "Oh."
Like, oh no! That will net you 2 points. That bumps you. Excuse me. Right up to rank 3. Do you know the name of these aggressors? What tribe are they from?
Rodolph knows and will name them. I can't remember the other tribe's name.
Nawanians.
Nawanians. Okay.
They are the Nwani.
They have harried us greatly. I will be honest. We don't want to be in your territory or in your lands any longer than need be. I only seek 2 specific stone sisters. Ancestors of mine. The sooner we can find them, the sooner I will take my people and return home.
Above the table, didn't the rhino say that these folks were harassing them? Like, the implication that they were
that they were
sort
doing
of
like
guerrilla attacking them.
exactly.
Yeah, and the Nwani chased them here.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. That's interesting, but okay.
So someone's lying.
Yeah. Can I do like an insight check?
There is. It is a sense motive.
Sense motive, yeah.
And I think that should
And
be
it's
on
I think it's one of the yeah, it's,
exploration. Yeah. If you go to your
yeah.
basic actions, it's exploration.
sense.
Sense direction. Is it?
Wait,
Maybe
where's
it is
sense
encounter.
motive? Encounter?
Oh, it's encounter. Yeah, sorry.
Okay.
It is a secret check.
I have a +1 to that sense direction. If that's
No,
better
sense-
than anything else.
Sense motive. Sense direction is like which way is north.
Oh,
Yeah,
I don't
sense
have
motive
sense.
is like insight.
17. to sense motive.
Uh,
Or
well,
I
hire
that's
some
probably don't have. I probably don't have sense motive at all, then.
no, it's an encounter thing. So if you're in
It's
your
under
basic action,
encounter.
yeah.
I think it's probably keyed off of wisdom, I'm guessing, given how high
Perception.
mine is.
I found it. Mine's plus 16.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's keyed off your perception.
Ah.
Uh,
Oh, we should
yeah.
have had Roger do it then, but yeah.
Kana, you are extremely certain. Like she is being 100% truthful. Almost like hearing that the it's the Nuanians that have been chasing her people and following her. It bothers her. Like, yeah, she's being 100% truthful with you too. Like if you can find if she can find these two statues, she'll pack them up and get the hell out of here. She doesn't want to be here any longer than she has to. Yeah.
Hmm. So I'll whisper to Rodolph that she appears to be utterly sincere, and do we want to tell her the story that the Moani told us, that they were harassing them, that they're harrying the, harrying them, like, because they should be prepared then. Like it just seems like there's something not
Mm-hmm.
right here. I mean,
It's
for our purposes, it may not matter, but I'm just sort of like, there's something going on here, but maybe we just shouldn't care because we've got other things to do.
Mhm.
I'd say you also pick up that she holds herself almost more regal. Between just the way she kind of holds herself and the way everyone else treats her. Like, the Rhino was very much like, she gave the impression she's in charge because she's the strongest.
Right.
Lashili gives the impression she's in charge because she's the queen. Or similar.
Yeah.
So Rodolph is going to listen to Kana, kind of slowly nodding as he does so. And he's going to look back to Lashili. I agree that it is in all of our best interests to see your sisters return to you as quickly as possible. In order for that to happen, the sooner the Nuani are dealt with, the sooner your sisters may be recovered. Because I do not expect that they will allow that to happen unless they are dealt with.
I fear you may be right. We came with as few as we thought necessary. The Nuanians have managed to reduce our numbers further still. You said you had a plan for these. Did you say they were ghouls?
You said undead.
Yeah, Rodolph has only said undead so far.
For these undead.
Yes. I would suggest that you array your forces to watch where they nest. The great dead tree. And wait for the Nuani to engage. What they don't know is that there are dozens of ghasts beneath that tree. Once the Nwani march in, they will be chewed up and spit out, and you will be free to attack the rear.
I don't know that I can agree with this plan. I don't want any of mine to be. I want to bring as many home as I can. Living. Quick. The statues, we only searching for the two, but
And you think the rhino will let you leave with any of your people? I've dealt with her for a bit, Spard. She is definitely a threat. And we are offering you a distraction so that you aren't their primary focus. Can you really afford to pass this up? Because if they find you, which they don't seem like they will stop until they do, I don't believe you'll be going home with anyone.
The Nwani possess formidable warriors. They are not prepared for what they'll be walking into. They will lose many.
you've been to their camp. Do you know their numbers? And she'll kind of look around and motion to essentially her people. We have very few.
Which is why we are sending the Nwani into a nest of gas that have not fed in weeks.
Give me diplomacy.
Okay.
All of us, or just right off?
Just run off.
Nice. Oh, the fact that a 30 is only a success. Ouch.
Jesus.
Okay. Well, how long do you think it would take for them to arrive at the tree? For you to travel back to inform them and for all of this to take place?
Let's see how.
I mean, it took us like a solid
2-3 days each way, yeah.
yeah.
It was for you guys. It was like 2 days from the camp to the tree, and then a couple hours. So basically 2 days to get to here. So you figure 2
Yeah.
days for you to get back there. She's got to muster a whole force. It'd be 3 to 4 days for her to get back. So
Yeah.
you're looking 5-6 days. Call it a week.
You know, we need like not dimension door. What am I thinking of? Like teleport or something like that. Can Rodolph like multi-class into a wizard so we can
He already has arcane spells.
Yeah, same list.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're
Rodolph, get higher level spells. Hurry up.
I don't know if that's how that works, but it's a nice thought.
Trying.
Just shake the hamster until it gives you more spells. That's how it works, right? Just like a salt shaker with magic.
Yeah, I could just get
Gimme,
new
gimme, gimme,
souls to
gimme.
pop out.
Every time you shake the hamster, Little John goes, yeah.
I just imagine like a magic
And the
8
yin
ball.
yang twins appear.
I'm just picturing like a magic 8 ball. Every time you shake it, it comes up. Yeah, outlook unclear.
Imagine just grab it by like the feet and just kind of shake it until it like coughs up a spell.
I can use Mystic Carriage to get us across the way faster, but
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, that's a ritual,
Ritual.
right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Only takes an hour to cast it.
Well, and oh yeah. Well, how long until this ambush would take place?
Hmm.
Be ready in 3 days.
So we have 3 days to find them. Very well. At least rest here for the night. It's not safe to travel through the fields in dark.
As a generous offer, and in the spirit of our new partnership, we would accept.
And she'll kind of look, kind of looking over the party. Are I assume some of you are gifted in the magical arts? You? Pointing to Kana and Rodolph.
Yeah. And I'll nod and say my expertise is healing.
Well, and she'll motion one of the guards, or one of the guards over. Find them accommodations. You two, Rodolph, Kana, please come with me. She's essentially going to teach you guys a couple of spells.
Yeah, Rodolph will go with.
Let me see if I can find a pro. There it is. Arcane Divine. Oh, get yours. Where's your spell list? Parochial Philosophy. This will be in your guys' spell list or spell books. And Kana, you get a spell called Celestial Accord.
Oh.
God. Parochial
First rank
philosophy.
spell. Let me do this. Parochial Philosophy. Celestial Accord.
Oh, that's interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that'll save us in the future.
Celestial Accord is essentially uh it's like a buffer in case people don't like you.
So that just gets added to the list of spells I can choose from.
Mm-hmm. And I put it in your divine spell or your prepared spell lists.
Awesome.
Parochial Philosophy. Let's see. Dispenses helpful advice. Image appears floating next to the target.
Parochial is a thing. That's interesting.
Yeah. It
Oh, he's like a
summons.
celestial hamster.
Yeah.
I like this image in my head of this weird ass raccoon sage floating next to this grumpy little cat man.
If you
I'm
hit
just over
A
here playing an
multiple
entirely
times,
different
you can
game for the rest
fly.
of y'all.
It also helps with aid. So like if you're trying to do something.
Oh. Cool.
Yeah.
What level spell is Celestial Accord?
First.
First.
It is a
Yikes.
first rank spell.
Wow,
Parochial
okay.
Philosophy is a 4th rank spell. And then if you guys need Cleanse Affliction or Restoration, she'd help with those as well. I don't think anyone does, but you know.
I think I have Cleanse Affliction.
Yeah, you already have access to them, but she would be able to cast them for in your place if you need it.
I just want us to meet something that bleeds so that I can cast Horrifying Blood Loss.
Yeah,
I want to meet something that bleeds so I can eat it.
not that too.
Exactly. Like it just, you get it to shed buckets of blood so that it freaks out, which I just love. But yeah.
I feel like every time we have encountered or had the opportunity to encounter living enemies, we've steered well clear of them.
Yeah.
So I think the last
Weirdly,
ones were
yeah.
those suicidal death priestesses
Oh,
that would
Oh,
have
right.
fucked our shit up.
Yeah. That's because living things fuck our shit up.
Yeah, anything that's living that wants to come here and isn't already born here is just
Oh, you're insane.
outrageous.
Yeah.
Okay, so they will get you set up for sleeping for the night. Do you bring up the supplies at all that you guys have?
I mean, if we're gonna use the,
Be like, hey, look, we
It's up to
found
you.
all your cards.
I don't know that it matters.
And
Didn't she say that the
Yeah.
other tribe had stolen some of their? Oh, that the
No, the
ghouls
undead
had
had.
stolen.
the undead had attacked one of their shipments. Yeah.
Yeah, we've got their supplies.
Oh, can we just give them this? I mean, they're not
It's up
going
to you.
want it.
That's what I was
I'm-
asking.
I don't think so. Maybe we can tell them their wagons are at the dead tree,
Mhm.
but if all goes according to plan, the Zentesians are dead. So
Yeah. So
maybe we
Yeah.
can change that if they actually do happen to come out on top and it's the Nawanians that all die. But yeah, right now my internal calculus is that the Zentesians are going to be dead anyway, so why give them stuff?
yeah, I feel you. Okay.
Yeah, because even just as you're looking around, the Zentesian forces are maybe half. They number maybe half the other group.
I figure between them and the ghouls, it should mostly
Lions, yeah.
cancel each other out, and then we'll have to possibly deal with the rhino and maybe Big Rock Lady.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
Because as scary as that ghoul caster is, I'm pretty sure the rhino would just turn him inside out.
It'd be an interesting fight. We might get to see.
Yeah, if she can reach him.
That's
Yeah,
the thing.
If he bogs them all down, did we see if they had any casters?
If Rhino did, you
Yeah.
didn't notice any.
Huh. Because
Yeah,
if he bogs them down in that stuff we got caught in, they could be kind of screwed. Like an AoE like that, numbers really don't matter.
Yeah, the Celestial, I imagine that one's got some spells on him, but
Oh, that's true. Yeah. But, well, maybe.
the Nawani don't seem to be the type that value spellcraft over martial prowess.
Physical might. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Plus the, what was it? Parochial philosophy thing. My first thought was, okay, so it's the philosophy major versus the rugby captain.
I mean, we say this, and then we find out that Rhino has every performance enhancing spell for physicality known to
Yeah,
man.
they're all paladins.
Yeah.
I mean,
Fucking holy smite.
I just glanced at her character sheet.
Something tells me I'm not wrong.
uh, I
With
can't
any luck,
say.
we won't be fighting any of them.
Yeah.
Hopefully, we'll just be far away.
Well, okay. I guess resting for the night. Do you help around the camp at all, or do anything, or is it just okay? We gonna sit down, make a plan, kind of
Um,
keep quiet, kind of thing.
Try to avoid the
That
Yeah.
would be my
snacks.
thought, and try to
um,
get the long rest out of it.
yeah. I mean, if we're gonna rest anyway,
I mean, you'll get a long
um,
rest either way. So
I'm gonna ask her if anyone does need healing, because I can at least use the fruit thing to heal them. Like I can't
Hmm.
use any of my harm spells, but
Mhm.
I can use the fruit, and I don't think I have anything else that does normal healing. Yeah,
Uh,
just the yeah, because the wand is a wand of harm,
yeah.
but I can make another fruit if someone needs the healing. So
She'd let you know, like they're all, or, like not all of them, but her group is magically skilled. We'll say.
okay, okay, then I'm not gonna worry about them. Okay.
Yeah, I think Rodolph is just going to spend this time when he's not sleeping. He is going to be assembling the components necessary to cast Mystic Carriage, and he'll also feed a couple spell scrolls to his familiar.
Mhm.
Where did they go? There.
And
So
then-
he's going to have his familiar learn banishment and spell immunity.
Ooh. And
Crowley's
that gives
just
you
trying
guys a
to
chance to switch your spells around if you want.
Yeah, I'm gonna take a quick look.
Crowley's just
Banishment.
trying not to look at any of the living people because at this point he's already starting to get really twitchy.
I was gonna say, does he need to sit outside?
Just kind of stay in the corner. Just like out of line of sight at least.
So banishment.
Mhm.
And spell immunity.
Yep.
4th rank and 5th rank. And then we'll take those scrolls away from you.
Now the spell immunity on the scroll is level 5, so I don't know if that matters for just
That's
the
only
familiar
for spontaneous casters that it would matter.
Okay.
Because you can prepare it at any rank that it can be cast at.
That's right. Okay.
Yeah. Prepared casters can go up and down. They can prepare up and down at will. Spontaneous casters have to learn at specific ranks. So if you wanted to prepare spell immunity as either a 4th or a 5th, you absolutely could.
Right on.
All right. Those are in there. Okay. Do you guys have any more spell slots? Or not slots. Scrolls? Nope. Okay. Get back to town and be able to sell those coins, jewels, and textiles.
Mm-hmm.
So doing that, getting some rest. We'll jump forward to the next morning. Done. Boop.
I don't see celestial whatever on my spell list.
Go to spell preparation.
Yes.
1st rank. Celestial Accord.
Yeah.
Should be green. I see it.
I don't see it. Oh, there it is. Oh, it's just not alphabetical. I see.
Oh yeah.
I was looking for it under the C's and I didn't even look above. Thank you.
There's a if you're looking for a specific one, there's always a search bar at the top.
Yeah, I was just about to do that. Okay.
Parochial Center,
Um,
4th.
Did I try that for today? Yeah, sure. Why not?
All right. Let you guys figure out your spells. Got that all figured out.
Oh man, my spells are so hard to set up.
You have 2 cantrips.
And all my spell stats are restored.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just sad that I finally
Decisions.
cast a 5th rank spell not the last time, the time before, whenever,
Mhm.
and it did nothing.
No.
It's okay. That day never happened.
Exactly.
Well, that's true.
Oh wait, didn't you sap me a little bit?
Oh yes, I zapped you, which
Mhm.
you know. Oh, I wanted spiritual guardian,
Zap.
right?
All right. While you're getting spells prepped, what's the plan for the morning?
I am thinking, pop out the Mystic Carriage,
Mm-hmm.
which necessitates.
Ritual. Rituals. There it is. Mystic Carriage. Actually, I have to open it. That's the one minor annoying thing. It's just. It does not require secondary casters, so you can do it on your own or have help. It takes an hour.
Yes. So once I wake up, I will begin casting that. And let's see. I don't remember how it calculates DCs. I think it is a hard DC.
It is a. I think it's a very hard DC. What rank are you casting it at?
I think just at the base, 3rd rank.
So, okay. So, level 6. DC 27.
Okay.
And I can give you guidance too.
I don't know, Alexa.
Not that well, every +1 counts, as they
Mhm.
say. So
I think the only problem with guidance is it takes a minute. Or it only lasts like a minute. I think.
yeah, it only lasts
Oh, a round. Not even
like
a minute.
a round. Yeah,
Yeah.
like 6 seconds. So oh, I think we ran into this the last time.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Great success.
You'll love to see it.
Ooh, you do.
So
Critical
this
success
can take us.
lasts up to 2 weeks instead of 1. It can take you up to 2 different destinations within 250 miles each stop.
Sweet. So we can go and come back and
Mhm.
wait and watch them.
Mm-hmm. And
You
it
know,
has
Is this the fancy carriage thing?
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
okay, that's what I thought.
You know, does it make any sense at no, okay. I was gonna say to any sense at all to cast Celestial Accord, like to get the Rhino and this lady together and cast Celestial Accord and force them to work it out, but
I think if this were any other campaign, maybe, but
yeah, no, this I don't think that's like because as soon as
Yeah,
someone does the
this is the
hostile
campaign
thing,
where we get to be murder hobos and get away with it.
yeah. Yeah. I
They
feel
work it
bad. I
out.
like these guys, and I kind of liked the other ones too, although clearly they were lying. But whatever.
So
Yeah, the player would
that's
very much like to see Lashili get what she wants and go home without further issue, but
Right, but that
I
ain't
am
gonna
playing an evil
happen.
little man.
So
Mhm.
Yeah, especially Desmo is one of my favorite good gods. But Crowley just like they worked it out. When am I gonna fucking eat?
yeah.
I just imagine like most of the time it's been Crowley's just like whatever rats he can catch. So it's technically food. I mean, in the same way that going to McDonald's is technically eating.
Yeah.
Crit success, 2 weeks.
It's like the
wow.
beginning of 28 Days Later when he's like getting the headache. It's like, oh yeah, you've just been foraging out of vending machines.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You've had nothing but sugar for like 3 days, so your body's kind of shutting down.
So we'll jump forward an hour because that's the casting time. Large vehicle, 4 medium passenger. We're still calling it 5. Fuck that. 60 feet move speed. You guys got to go. We'll round it off to 30 miles. You guys are able to make that trip in just under 4 hours.
Hell yeah.
Cool.
Quick question that the idea just struck me, and this may or may not be workable.
Mhm.
Because in looking over stuff for Mystic Carriage, I kept glancing at Portrait of Spite.
Mhm.
Would Rodolph know if Rhino qualifies as a name among the Nuanyi, or would I have to learn like a given name?
You'd have to probably learn like her proper name.
Damn. Okay.
Yep.
Because I never thought I would ever use this ritual, but if I ever could,
It also takes a week.
yeah. Yeah, this definitely wouldn't be used to solve our current issue. But if the Rhino survives and I'm feeling particularly petty, maybe one day I could just make her life hell.
Yeah. Yeah, the
Alright.
rhino is almost like a nickname title.
Hmm.
Like Tiny or Little John.
Yeah.
Not Lil John. Little John.
Robin Hood and Little John running through the forest.
Yes.
Okay, so I will just put you guys on the Field of Maidens for now. So we can figure all this out. So, we'll just call it 5 hours. Make it nice and easy. 5 hours. We get over to the Ridge Camp.
Gonna put the little green ribbon thing sticking out of the pocket, just like display it to make it look good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Let's see. Oh, I guess we're going to the Ridge Camp. There we go. You guys are already up on there. Okay. It's thinking about it. There it goes. This is like the one map I didn't preload. Okay. You guys are at the Ridge Camp. I see you've returned. What's the report?
We have located their base of operations. You will find them down by the lake, beneath the great dead tree.
Their entire camp is there.
Oh, can we just say that we told the ghouls that we'll bring the troops to them? just to make sure that they stay there?
Sure. Yeah.
Okay.
Retcon it a little bit.
I just
Okay, well,
realized,
fine. We'll
like,
figure
what
something
if
out.
they
We'll get 'em
actually get their act together? I mean, we think
Oh,
they're
yeah,
gonna
yeah.
stay there, but just in case.
Mhm.
Okay.
Been hiding under a tree. Give me deception. There we go.
Alrighty. Let's re-roll that.
No.
I can do better than 11.
Quick, use the
Just
helpy spell. Oh, there we go.
The helpy spell. Guidance?
Thank you. I couldn't remember the name of it.
It's like the helpy spell.
Yeah, I just touch him on the shoulder and, frankly, I would do it if that would give him a critical success, but I don't know that, so there you go.
It would have turned that failure into a success. He was one off. Excellent. Excellent. And she's gonna kind of like reach down and go to like clap Rodolph on the shoulder.
Yikes.
See.
isn't her hand like the size of his torso?
Just about, yeah. I just want to say this is like
What's my DC to remain upright?
I was gonna say she's gonna do this and just kind of like slap her hand, just like pat her arm on the shoulder. What's your fortitude?
I've got a plus 15 to it.
So a 25. Okay.
Fucking Drax.
Just claps you on the shoulder, and I imagine it's one of those like it almost like makes you stagger. Like it doesn't collapse you to the ground, but it's like oh, whoa.
Yeah,
Like
in my head, it's just a cartoon, immediate, just vertical to horizontal in no time flat.
I imagine just like you ever have somebody that's like picks up a box of books and like puts it in your arms. There's just that moment of oh god.
Yeah.
Quite.
Excellent. This is excellent. We'll rally the troops. We should be there in no time at all. A few days. Tell you what, go see the armorer. Get geared up. You can come with us.
We have preparations to tend to at our own camp.
I won't take no for an answer. Go, go, go. See them geared up. Essentially, she's going to let you have at your common weapons and armor up to level 10. If you want to upgrade any gear, now is the time.
Okay.
All right. And then we die. And we all walk in there with them.
Let's see.
Does he need anything? Let me see. What do we got for armor?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know that I can
Medium.
add anything. Are there any
Oh.
like I have the cloak, which I like. Do they have belts?
Mm-hmm.
Because I could use like, I don't know, a con or dex or something like that?
There's a belt of good health. You increase your max HP by 4 and current hit points by 4. It's not a lot, but it's also only a level 4 item.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah, my reflex saves are kind of garbage, so maybe that's dex based, right?
reflex is dex, yes.
Yeah, so maybe something dex.
Let me see here. 10. There we go. What's he got right now? Ghoul is, I think, hide armor? Yeah, that's the base of hide armor. Okay. Tails and timber. What's that? Wood armor. Okay. Hmm. It's not terrible. Go with that. Ooh, what's onslaught hide?
Is there like a list of what's at the armor?
I basically
Anyway.
just went to the compendium, look for what, or use the filters, set it to common, max level 10, whatever level armor or type of armor you want.
Compendium. All right, I'll Google that.
If you go to your inventory, there's a little magnifying glass up there.
Oh, there it is.
Does he have sudden charge? He does.
Okay, so
Oh. Roger's getting onslaught armor. Onslaught hide. It doesn't change his AC. But instead of the ghoul hide, give him a +1 to disease and paralyze, makes him immune to paralysis of ghouls, which is nice, yes. The onslaught armor has a lower check penalty. Doesn't matter, you get strength for it. But when he uses sudden charge, it deals an extra D8 damage. We'll put that in there. What about weapons? If you find a new weapon and you want runes moved, they will help with that.
I can do a tangle build. There's a frying pan in here. Where's this from? Okay, I like that. He might get a new scythe. Oh, is that in here? I think it's in here.
oh, could I get the bracers of missile deflection
What?
greater? They're level
Greater?
9.
Oh, yep, they sure are. Yeah, yeah, you can get them.
Excellent.
And then there's also clawed bracers.
What do those do?
They fuse, or they temporarily fuse to your forearms. The claws extend from your fingertips, and you gain climb speed of 20 feet. And a claw unarmored attack with agile finesse traits that deals d6 slashing.
Ooh. That's
That's-
cool, but less useful than deflecting missiles.
Yes, true.
Would Rodolph want those?
Is Rodolph alive?
Nick? Maybe he had to step away.
I
Oh, he could get a
think...
greater ventriloquist's ring, which would give him another +1 to his deception.
I don't suppose I could get ghost charges from this person from here, can I?
Ghost charges.
Yeah.
Like what?
Spring-loaded metal canister contain a mixture of chemicals and salts that drain and disintegrate nearby undead creatures.
Oh,
The ghost charge deals 1d8 vitality damage and 1 vitality splash damage through as usual.
Isn't vitality damage the thing we're not allowed to do?
it's illegal. I would say these
Doesn't
guys.
mean we don't have it already in our thing.
That's true.
Eh.
You know.
I would say this camp probably doesn't have those.
Okay, I just did common
Yeah,
weapon armor 1 through 10.
the other camp probably would. These guys, I don't think would. They don't strike me as the alchemist type.
Yeah, I'm just not seeing anything in here that's really catching my eye other than stuff like that. That's all.
+2 striking, +2 weapon potency.
Oh,
Where's
yeah.
that?
Potency's always good. It basically makes your weapon a +2 weapon, and then is it +2 to hit? Is
Correct.
that potency?
Yep.
And
would-
then you can apply other runes, like fire or whatever
Mhm.
damage.
You can add as many properties as you have pluses.
I don't see that in here.
If you want to get it, I can just modify your weapon. It's
can
you would
I
have to
wear-
search for like weapon potency, but I can do that for your weapon anyway.
Can you wear gloves and bracers, or is that the same slot?
Let me look.
Because I have the Mortician's gloves, which I like because they improve
Worn
void
bracers.
healing.
Bracers and gloves. Technically, you can wear them both, yeah. Because bracers are around your forearms.
Okay.
Gloves are gloves.
Cool. Then that's what I'm getting.
Now, if you had something like clawed bracers, probably not.
Yeah, I took the greater missile deflection ones.
Yeah.
If only I had had a shot at the electric eel skin armor before when we were underwater.
Do you know how that works?
Yeah, I'm not 100% on what I can add with the weapon potency stuff, but I would like to add something to my weapons if I have the ability to.
I got it. I will say that
Another +2.
which weapon do you want to make +2? I'll add that limitation on it. You can get one +2 weapon. Rapier, claw, star knife.
Give me it on the either
On which?
I'm trying to flip a coin here.
Oh.
Ooh, except that no, I can't do this. There is a staff storing
No.
shield that you
Mhm.
can swap back and forth between it being a staff and a shield. That's very cool.
I'm just going to roll a d4. Odds, it'll be the rapier. Evens, it'll be the star knife.
Okay.
There we go.
That sucks, Nick.
I'm sorry, Nick.
Which ones did you say even was? Star knife?
I believe so, yes.
Okay.
Oh.
Although maybe I should do a d6 and do it. 1 and 2 is the rapier, 2, 3 and 4 is the claw, and 5 and 6 is the star knife. I don't know.
It's up to you.
Yeah, same thing. Still the star knife. So
Okay.
let's do that.
All right. That means you guys can start looking at extra property runes for those +2 weapons.
Where do I look at the property runes? In the
Uh,
compendium still?
next time you're in town.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can you apply? Oh, I guess you can apply runes to staffs because I have a rune. So
Yeah, because staves are still you can still use them as a melee weapon. You can still bonk people with them.
yeah. Okay.
Oh, and shields can get up to moderate reinforcing now.
Oh man. It's too bad you aren't playing your old character, Dylan. Gloomblade. As black as coal, this blade grows more potent in darkness. It's like the ultimate goth blade. In light, it's a +1 short sword. In darkness, it's +2 striking. Dun dun dun.
Now I'm playing a character that doesn't actually use equipment.
Now you don't even need one.
Crowley, did you want to get anything?
Nah.
You could upgrade your hand wraps.
Oh.
Yeah, there
Plus
were a
nothing.
couple cool hand wraps I saw in there.
Let me see.
You can make them +2.
Ooh.
Let me see here. Common weapon. You're considered unarmored. Blood knuckles. They are +1 striking, wounding hand wraps. When you invest in them, you gain the effects of a 3rd rank disguise magic to appear non-magical and resemble simple bandages. You basically get +1 striking, wounding hand wraps that look invisible.
Yeah.
They're
Does
illegal
Rudolph
in
need a
the
mage's
Fight Club.
hat?
Hmm?
Sorry.
What's that, Jane?
I was asking if Rodolph needs a mage's hat. +2 item bonus to Arcana checks.
Ooh.
Plus you can imbue it with a 4th rank summon spell.
But mage's hat though.
But it doesn't.
This is like the
it
one
just
camp.
says
It was like,
arcane. Like it doesn't say necessarily that you have to be a mage to
No.
wear it.
no.
Let's
But
just
you
get
guys are
those
in a-
dragon hand now.
I mean, yeah, those are 20, unfortunately. Unfortunately, I think anything that's gonna focus on dealing like a lot of magic, these guys probably wouldn't have.
They probably wouldn't have it, yeah.
Yeah. Because they're specifically saying, like, yeah, oh yeah, absolutely, load up on weapons and armor.
Yeah. Okay. But it might be interesting to keep an eye out for that because that's well, but item bonuses don't stack, right? So,
Correct.
okay.
Yeah, I already got the ghost touch on mine. So yeah, I think I'll just stick with these hand wraps.
With the hand reps you
The
got.
plus, it's like the plus on wounding stuff versus like the ghost touch,
Mm-hmm.
and it's like you don't really. I mean, specifically for the upcoming fight, could be useful. I just feel like more often than not, I'd be likely to use ghost touch with how much we fight actual undead.
Mm-hmm. That's fine.
The asp coil might be cool for replacing my rapier, but I don't know. I can't find the details on what it does when it's in the second mode.
It's also uncommon.
Oh, I have it limited to common. I don't know why that's showing up then.
Oh. In sword form, it resembles an elegant, oddly balanced sword. Twist of a pommel, it becomes what? A blade splits into series of
my
segments.
filter's cleared somehow.
Ah.
So disregard me.
Can you upgrade to +2, Dylan, for yours and have both?
Oh yeah,
You'd have to pick which one you're wearing at a time.
Yeah, I mean, you keep one now, but just to give you for later, like to add something else later.
oh yeah, because +2 lets there be another slot.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I have to see if I have exceeded my number of attuned things.
Ah, I see. Yeah. Oh yeah, because they have that specific basically magical items that have a specific thing don't have like property slots. They just have their built-in
Until-
properties.
Because the
Ah,
base
okay.
thing counts as
Yeah,
Oh,
property.
okay. So you'd actually have to like break the whole thing to then apply to get just basic hand wraps, make
Mhm.
Yeah.
them +2.
Mhm.
Gotcha. Gotcha.
I just have like a whole bunch of fucking ribbons in my pockets now. Various coloration.
Nice.
I mean, yeah. So if you end up having both, you'll have to go in and like pick which one you're invested in at any given time.
Yeah.
It's a little weird.
Yeah, I remember my group got an item that had that, and oh yeah, it's the armor.
The armor will automatically flip. Yes.
Oh, yeah, I mean, yeah, in Alkensar there's not really power armor, it's a blast suit.
Mhm.
So it's plate that like its whole special thing is as a reaction you get resist 5 to like splash and AoE.
Hmm.
Which useful in Alkensar, a lot of shit blows up.
True.
And also we have an alchemist, so the bomb splash, he just kind of ignores the champion now because he just doesn't take it.
There we go. They do have resilience runes, so it'll get you that too. Okay. Looks like everyone is set. Right?
Yep.
Kana, you've got. Whew! You're getting up there. You
I
got 9 invested.
I was gonna say I had to count to make sure I hadn't.
If you look right on the line of equipment, it says invested 9 out of 10.
Ah, okay. Um. doesn't the armor also count?
It counts all of them. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So even if it's in a different category, it
Right.
counts it.
It still counts it. It gives that
As
one
long as
spot.
the
So you know.
little
Yeah.
invested thingy is
Mm-hmm.
clicked. Okay. Cool. Yeah, I'm bumping up against it. I know.
Let's see here. No,
Oh, yeah, it's
no.
thinking with the portrait thing. One thing we could use that on is Tapia, since we know her name.
Mm-hmm.
Which would be funny. Use the spell Rodolph found from her sister to curse her.
Yeah. I I suspect she might know that that was happening, but you never know.
I don't know.
Well, be more
Ooh.
insulting when we kill her.
Would he get a shield boss or a shield spike?
Hmm.
Let's go with a spike. Because that's something they would definitely have. There we go. All right, Roger's shield is now moderately reinforced and has spikes.
Whee! Does that mean you injure someone if you bash them with it?
Yes.
Cool.
And we'll give them claw bracers just to give them a climb speed. A gauntlet bow? Boots. No. Boots of bounding? What are those?
Oh god. So, the cool items. My gave the Magus Bladed Gauntlet, so now he can punch people with spells.
Mm.
Alright, Roger's geared up. Nick, did you want to get anything? Weapons and armor. Plus runes. For said weapons and armor.
If nothing else, maybe he should get the same bracers I have if he can wear them. There's
Which ones are
nothing wrong
those?
with a little protection from projectiles.
Oh, yeah.
I wonder if that wouldn't be useful for me. I don't know if I have bracers.
You also have to keep in mind how many items you have attuned.
I have 6 out of 10.
And it takes a reaction.
Yeah.
Which means if you did that, you've got other stuff that you can use your reaction on that you wouldn't be able to.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
That's
I
an
don't
option.
have a whole
Well,
lot of reactions, so for me, it's
Mhm.
not that big a deal.
Yeah, I just looked and I already have the bracelets of dashing.
Oh, yeah.
So
Yeah, and that's
yeah.
probably
Yeah.
more useful for you. This gives you a +2 AC um to the missile attack if you use your reaction. So
Gotcha. Yeah, I'm just gonna stick with
so
my
it's not
bracelet
like
then.
a for sure thing. So
Mhm.
you know.
All right, I'll give Rodolph those. That feels like something they would have here.
Yeah. Yeah, we have to figure out how we're gonna not get involved in this.
Good luck.
Yes.
I'm just going to turn into a kitty cat and run away.
I'm gonna
Uh,
fly. So, you know.
Well, I mean, you guys do still have the wagon, so we're all kitted out.
Yeah.
And I see Nick in voice, but his mic is muted. So if he's been talking, I don't know. So it's going to take her probably the day to get troops all set and situated. I imagine while you guys are gearing up, they'll get everyone rested for the night. So we'll jump forward to the next morning.
Hooray, new spell slots again.
Uh, let me see. Do you have expert leader thingy? There was one. You don't. Okay.
If like following.
Yeah, I was checking to see if Savath. There's a feat that lets him basically make the stealth check for the group. He doesn't have it.
Well, I guess I know what feat for me to go for next.
I forget the name of the feat too, but
I think there's an action and exploration. Follow the expert.
yeah, something like that. Actually, what's that do?
I don't think that's even feat based.
Yeah, I
It's
think
like if
that's
there's a
just
recurring
the-
skill check.
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
The ally must be at least an expert and willing to provide assistance.
Gain circumstance. Okay. Oh, but that means everyone still makes the check. You just get a bonus based on the allies' training in it. That's what that is. I see it now. Okay. If you guys want to try to sneak out over the night, and you're taking Savath's lead, if he's leading, you would get a +3 to your stealth.
The problem is if we sneak out, they may not go. Like that would clue them into it being a trap.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I don't think that's the way we want to go.
Yeah, I think we just have to figure a way to get out once we're there.
Yeah.
Also,
Well,
Roger
I
is
should
rocking a
specify I
nice.
wasn't meaning to.
Roger's
Sorry, go
rocking a
ahead.
nice and heavy +2 to his stealth.
Yeah.
So he probably wouldn't be doing that.
I
Yeah.
should specify that I wasn't saying sneak out over the middle of the night. I just remembered that I have cat form, and so like we could get there, and I could just be like, "Boof, kitty cat, run away."
That works for you and Rodolph.
I think I can summon the carrot to me as part of the ritual, if I'm not mistaken.
Because you had a critical success, I just assume that it's gonna be here until you guys hit the road again, or the duration expires, which I think was like 2 weeks, something like that.
Yeah, I just don't know how willing they are to let us travel in a conveyance like that separately from them.
Oh, you guys have enough reputation; you'd be able to. Yes.
Okay, cool.
Okay, we'll see you there then.
Okay, bye.
Okay, bye. Love
'cause
you.
you guys
Bye.
have you're up to
I'm pretty
influence
sure we'll be expected
5.
to travel with them, but yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, but once we get there, then we'll figure it out.
Yeah, once they're committed, we skedaddle.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that feels like a good spot to stop for the night then.
Okay.
All right.
I'm good with that.
That'll give everyone a chance to kind of rest up. It'll give Nick a chance to figure out what the F on internet.
It'll give me a chance to not be sick before we go into heavy combat.
That would be good, although I would have thought 2 weeks ago that by now you'd be better, but
Jane, you have no
Weird how
idea.
that works.
I
Yeah,
can't
you-
even.
what?
I feel
Oh
that
my God.
bad.
I was supposed to go to they finally referred me to an ENT, and I had to go Friday to the audiologist for them to do